everybody. You're listening to the Wife Wednesday podcast. It's Wednesday and I'm one of your wives, Cena.
And I'm Nicole.
Wife Wednesday podcast is a podcast that we created as a hobby and it has now become an exciting journey for self-discovery. ... But really, we're just two women who talk about anything and everything. So come hang out with us. Hi, everybody. You're listening to Wife Wednesday in the Wild, a special edition episode. Today, as your host, I'm Cena with my very special guest and repeat visitor on the show, my sister.
Hi, I'm Therese.
This week on Wife Wednesday in the Wild, Therese and I are down, well, we're not exactly staying in Point Pleasant, West Virginia, but we visited Point Pleasant, West Virginia. And we're going to tell you why after I ask, hey girls, spill the tea. What's going on?
Well, clearly we're out in the wild with the Wife Wednesday podcast. Epic adventure. First time we've gone on a vacation where it's just been you and me.
Sister trip, what?
Woo!
So what's been going on? I personally know a very interesting story that has happened to you lately, but what all do you want to talk about?
Well, the most vibrant thing other than this planned little sister vacation, I'm back to day shift at work. Finally! Only took a year and a half, thanks pandemic. But the last day I worked this week before taking off for this vacation, I'm a custodian for a college.
At a college that both Nicole and I both worked at, you know. Y'all know.
That college. The morning I'm speaking of, on this last day before the vacation, I walk in.
First of all, do you know if it was a Bones Day or not?
I do not know. It should have been a no bones day for what I had to deal with. Oh,
lay the scene. I'm here for it.
All right, so I walk in, ground floor of the dorm I'm working in for this month. I walk by the communal laundry room just because that's on the way to the office where I drop my coat and everything, my lunch. I look in and I see a chair with something brown and mushy on it. Light brown. Yeah. At first I was like, what the hell is that? Because some of the students are allowed to have pets and I didn't know if maybe somebody had a cat that threw up on the chair. I wish it were cat puke. And I hate cleaning up cat puke. But cat puke would have been better than what this was. So I take off my coat, put down my lunchbox, all these things. Go and get gloves to start my day. And I go in to, assess the situation. I walk into the laundry room. And the smell hits me.
The smell!
The smell! And I walk closer and closer, and it's like, that's not cat vomit.
What was it, Therese? Can you say it?
Yes. It was shit, people.
Human shit. These are college-educated motherfuckers.
A freshman dorm, by the way. But yes, this is a college. And it wasn't like, someone got hit with diarrhea. No. Somebody deliberately stood over this chair and took a shit.
All over it.
All over it. There wasn't any shit on the floor, which thank God for that. Even though I cleaned and disinfected the entire 5-foot radius from around the chair. I took a picture of it. I sent it to my boss and was like, can I throw this out? This is poop. And he was like, yes, do so carefully. So I go and get one of the big trash bags to carefully put it over the chair. Now keep in mind, I am fighting throwing up the entire time I'm dealing with this.
I would have been like, I'm not fucking paid enough for this shit, literally.
Well, we did get a pay increase. So, whatever. So, I go, I get a big trash bag, cover it. I get my giant, like, trash wheel bin. So, I don't actually have to physically carry this chair out. So, I pick it up, kind of like flip it up so the chair is upside down and everything is in the trash bag. Put it in the bin, wheel the bin out to the dumpsters, and throw the whole thing out. Fortunately, I did not make a mess. It did not get anywhere but the chair and trash bag. Had it touched me, I would have had to go home and shower and bleach my skin.
Oh, no kidding. No kidding.
No, but...
That was a literal act of contempt.
It really was. Someone did that with malice.
Exactly. It was
like,
evil.
That was rude. And I had been dealing with you know, the kids moving furniture, putting furniture on the elevators, which, you know, if you're a college student, please don't put furniture on the elevators and in the middle of the hallways. It makes my job and the job of anyone else who is kind enough to clean up after you guys that much harder. It is a huge inconvenience and just downright rude. Not to mention it's a fire hazard, people. Like, come on, if the building's on fire, do you really want to trip over the furniture in the hallways?
I think the important issue at hand is that a full-grown adult fully shit on a chair.
That really is the issue.
I hope they're actually going to do something about this.
It's one of those they better, or else they're not going to have anything.
No, because all the chairs will be thrown away because they're shit covered.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So what else is going on, T?
You mean aside from this epic vacation?
Aside from this epic vacation, what's going on? What does T want to talk about?
Well, T would like to ask for some good vibes, good juju. My husband and I are trying to get pregnant, and right now we're having difficulties, and it's emotionally been wearing me down, because even though I'm so excited for all the people around me who are pregnant, it's like oh, why won't it happen for me?
When's it my turn?
Yes, when's it my turn? And please don't get me wrong, I really am so happy for all the people around me who are pregnant and have babies.
You can totally be happy for other people and still want things for yourself. That does not make you a bad person.
I know.
I don't care what your Catholic guilt tells you.
Thank you. But, yeah. So, yeah, if you could just send me some good juju vibes.
Well, other than a shit chair in your dorm, what other new member of your family has come from that dorm? Was it that dorm?
Yes, it was that dorm. My husband and I got a new cat. And again, it is because students let in this cat, who nobody is claiming, and I allowed my husband to name him, and he called him Mr. Mumbles. If you know the show Dan Versus, then you know where we got the name from. But yeah, a student let the cat into the dorm because the cat wanted to come in, and it was like, well, is he someone's pet? He had a collar on him. So I did the responsible thing. I called campus security to be like, hey, I think I've got someone's student, or I think I've got someone's cat locked up in my office. Can you contact Res Life and be like, hey, we got a pet who had to have gotten out of somebody's dorm or building or room or whatever. Nobody's owning the cat. So with security, we took the cat back outside, and I was like, okay, kitty, you go ahead and go and do whatever. The cat hung around me. And then, finally started chasing a bird or a squirrel. So I was like, okay, kitty, you seem like you're fine. La-di-da. I go back to my job. The end of the day comes around. The cat comes out from some bushes, follows me down the sidewalk towards the traffic light for me to go turn in my keys and be done with the day. The cat followed me right up to the pedestrian sign. And I was like, oh my God, you're going to follow me across the road. And if you get hit, I will feel so guilty. Fortunately, my husband was at the same intersection since he had the car I was walking.
They work together.
We work together. And I was like, babe, turn up this way and come get me. Because I picked up the cat and was like, all right, yeah, no, you're not following me across the street. One of the other cats we had a little while ago did the same thing. Would follow me across the road. And I was like, nope. I'm afraid you're going to go across the street and get hit, so no.
To be fair, was this the same intersection you were hit by a car?
Yes.
Being driven by a student?
Yes, it was.
Just clarifying that for the record. She had already
I was already traumatized by this intersection. The only difference sorry,
she's dying.
Yeah.
Hairball.
The only difference is I was on the opposite side. I'm choking.
Do you need a beer?
Maybe later.
Okay.
I'm already getting hit in the head with it.
I am not feeling it. And I've had 3.
I know.
And that's not like me.
I know. But, opposite side, I flagged down my husband to come and get me and the kitty. The cat just let me pick him up and carry him all the way up the side of the road to the car. And, it's like, okay, we're going to put him in the car. And he ended up coming home with us. I did the responsible thing. I called the Wayne County, or...
Yeah, you say Wayne County.
Yeah, I called the Wayne County Humane Society to report I had this cat. Because the day I picked him up, they were closed. So I called the Humane Society to tell them, hey, my husband and I have this cat. There's no tag on him. He has a collar, so he had to have belonged to somebody. And we'll give him back to the owners, but if nobody claims him, we're also not opposed to adopting him. So it's been about a week now. Nobody's claimed him. And the Humane Society, just like Res Life and Campus Security, we all think that, it was somebody's pseudo sort of pet, but they went home for fall break and just put the cat outside with no regard, or got caught with the cat when they weren't supposed to have him. Because, students have to sign a contract to have a pet on campus.
And just so it's known, this is a frequently reoccurring thing.
Yeah.
People have pets they're not supposed to have on campus, and then they just abandon them.
So the Humane Society was like, yeah, we're pretty sure no one's going to claim him, but we'll contact you if somebody does. But if not, we'll also contact you about setting up an appointment to get him neutered and have you sign adoption. So, legally, as we call him, Mr. Mumbles will become mine and my husband's because nobody is claiming him and rather see him get put in a shelter and possibly euthanized. We're just going to take him.
How's your princess of the house dealing with it, Miss Jelly?
Excuse you, she is queen.